Continuing our exploration of Algebra 1, just basic algebra. Now, I want to remind those of you who are listening, whether or not you're some young fifth grade kid who's just smarter than they're supposed to be, or if you're old and you're 1,000 years old like I am. Either way, if you can get your basic algebra together, there's no math that you can't do. And the opposite is also true. If you can't do basic algebra, you'll never do calculus. But if you can do basic algebra, you can make calculus your own. So let me start off with this stupid simple truth. I'm going to choose some number. I chose 6, but you choose the next number, some small number so we can agree on it. You chose 5. Okay, so all I'm going to do is this. I'm going to multiply both sides by 5. So 5 times 6 here, 5 times 6 here, and 30 equals 30, doesn't it? And then let's divide both sides by the same number, and you chose 10? You chose 10. That's weird. So you chose 10, so what if I divide both sides by 10? Now we get 3 equals 3. Does 6 equal 6? Yes. Does 30 equal 30? Yes. Does 3 equal 3? Yes. What am I proving to you? I'm proving to you the multiplicative property of equality. You know what, I showed you both. Some people believe in this thing called the division property of equality. I think that multiplication and division are pretty much the same thing, don't you? So let's look at this for a second. We're supposed to solve an equation like this. Negative 3x is equal to 12. What I want you to keep in mind is that we don't give a crap what negative 3x is. We want to know what is x. And probably you, because you're so smart, in your head you can just do this and you have an answer, but not me. So I realize that this negative 3x is negative 3 times x. So I'm trying to undo multiplication, and I would do that using division. So I'm going to divide both sides by negative 3. Now the answer you got before was 4. And I think that you were right, because a negative 3 over negative 3 is positive 1, right? So think about this for a second. When I did this piece of math right here, you got negative over negative is a positive, 3 over 3 is 1. So I think we can agree that what we really have here now is 1. And 1 times x is just x, isn't it? 1 times 3 is 3, 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times x is, well, it's x. And then here we have 12 divided by negative 3, and just as you suspected, we got 4. So this is kind of how we're going to have to be working this stuff, and you're just going to have to get used to this as a game. So as we look at problems like maybe 13x equals 195. Now I hate this problem. I asked somebody to write this for me this morning. This is what she came up with. Love the person, hate the problem, because how the would you know that 13 is a factor of 195? But it is. Even if it wasn't, even if it was not, you'd still do the same thing. Keeping in mind what we want is x by itself, that we realize that this is 13 times x, so we have to undo multiplication, and we're going to undo multiplication by using division. 13 over 13 and 195 over 13. Right? Remember, we wanted 1x here. Well, 13 over 13 is that 1 that we were so desperately looking for. That's a 1. Yeah, it's a 1. 1 times x is x, and 195 divided by 13 is 15. Great problem. Okay, that's what I wanted to give you. I didn't want to overwhelm you with stuff. So this is how we use multiplication and division. I'm going to do one more video today, I think, and I'm going to do kind of both parts. So how would we look at this in a bigger thing? Keep working on this. So find a really good textbook. Keep doing problem after problem after problem after problem. Follow the examples in the book. If you have questions, specific questions, ask me. I would love to be a part of you becoming a great mathematician. So, if you haven't subscribed, please do. And what else? And I said comments, right? Ciao. That means bye. Seriously, bye.